Resting on his shoulder and concerned and also determined, glance his eyes. Naruto, you knew I'm here for, and I can't force you, but it's better if there's anything you want to talk about concerning these sorts of things. You can talk to me. So come on, what was it? Did you guys already have a disagreement? Did she claim you didn't satisfy her enough, or wait, satisfy her? The blonde questioned as she frowned. Yes. See, at the first time, it's possible that first time, not too nervously, expression was replaced with one of utter confusion. Exactly. By the way, were either of you perhaps an ex toxic at the tip? What does us being drunk have to do with any of this? We are on a mission, not to spread out. This conversation, nothing helping at all. And now he's even more confused. You were on a mission? Oh, Naruto, as badass as that sounds, you really shouldn't have little nerves on a mission. It sounds like something that would have been in Ichi Ichi Paradise and should stay in Ichi Ichi Paradise. You really should have got reckless. Kakashi finished in a very exotic tone, but Naruto just sat there gasping at his sensei. The words confused could not even describe how he felt, and more little he understood at the moment, trying to compose himself, clear his throat as he spoke calmly as he could. Kakashi sensei, are you talking about? You know what I'm talking about. No, I don't. Kakashi frowned, thinking that since he pupil did the deed of becoming a man, even though he's somewhat confused by it, that he would have a little understanding than what he's letting on. But no, just dense as ever, guess. Just a plenty spelling out of him. I'm talking about you and Ino having relationships in bed. What? To be continued. Kakashi sensei, what are you talking about? You know what I'm talking about. No, I don't. Kakashi frowned, thinking since his pupil, did the deed and becoming a man. What thought he's somewhat confused by it. That he would have little understanding than what he's letting on, but he has no just a dense as ever. Guess he had to plenty spell it out for him. I'm talking about you and Eno have a relationship in bed. What? That's the recap. Normal point of view. Nato didn't know if to feel relief or not. He probably should, since whatever Kakashi was talking about could be clear up. But if Kakashi thought of something like that, what was the reason be was at the edge? If told him it wasn't true, what was he going to tell him? I have no choice. Fine, you're right. I did sleep with Ino. The blonde message choked out. And the Kappa Ninja urged on. And what? How was it? What happened? Because it obviously bothers you. Not to point of view. I didn't reply right away, dragging my hands over to my face slightly for the on teeth time. What have I gotten myself into? Look, it wasn't about the relationship in bed, and also it didn't happen on our mission. Just so we are clear, I managed to choke out quickly. I could feel my face heating up a bit. Some, please save me. Kakashi raised an eyebrow. Then, is it the relationship itself? I said nothing. I don't where this was going, but I didn't like it. I heard Kakashi as he sat frown. If it's not about being intimate, let's start simple. Just name something you like about Eno. The question itself sounds easy and harmless enough, but for some reason I found my face heating up again. Something I like about Ina. Well, she's of course strong Kanoichi, and she's pretty, I guess. You guess? Look, I'm new to this, okay? Hey, loser. I was cut off by a voice. Have been so happy to hear. Oh, Sasuke, it's been a while. How was your mission? Kakashi greeted Sasuke, his attention frowningly, leaving me. Sasuke moved closer to the table but didn't sit down. His face almost scanned our before he spoke. It was fine. I was just to retrieve some scroll from that island of water. Anyways, Kakashi Sensei, mind if I borrow the dope? We need him to talk. He finished, a voice almost devoid of emotionness. I've never been so thankful in my life, Uchiha. Kakashi glanced at me, but I pretended I didn't notice. A few seconds passed before I heard a reply. I suppose, sure, I'll see you around, Naruto, he said as he lay his hands on the shoulder and saying and hanging there at I felt his face heat up and bit a pick me up and remaining strapped on the table and walking past Sasuke with a nod. We both silently watched as Kakashi exited the restaurant. In a few seconds, he exited Sasuke, sat down in front of me, his motionless face being painted with a smirk. What? That was quite a conversation you two were having. You were listening? Spat out uncontrollable fluster, glaring at Sasuke. Amusing smirk. I swear, I don't know if I should feel good since he's shown up more motion and acting more, well, bothering towards me since this whole time situation, but at the same time, it's almost like he's enjoying my suffering. Not like the whole thing was Haru's punishment. We just need to get used to it, and for the moment to keep it a secret. How much did you hear? Sasuke smirked, but still heard enough. Sighed and relaxed. Now that Kakashi was gone, with all these questions, thanks, I guess. Thankful he didn't say anything. Snark, as just and recognition stared out of the window. So, you said you wanted to talk to me? What is it then? I lied. Oh, he just wanted to help me. A ghost of a smile graced his lips, but didn't last long as I was being yanked out of my seat. Since you're here, we might as well go to my house. I nodded dumbly and just following the Uchiha to the district, which still only he lives, back with the girlies. Normal point of view. Two Kunoichi sat on the kitchen table, making light conversation. Naruto was gone for quite a while, but they hardly noticed as they continued in fun, small talks they never really had until now. Hinata was holding baby Haru so he could get familiar with her. So Hinata, the blonde started nervously. So Hyuga in front of her this whole thing with me and Naruto has kinda put us in an awkward position, especially looking at how our relationship was before, and I don't want to feel, was cut off, but giggled. I've already told you guys I don't feel that way about Naruto anymore, so don't worry. The only thing that's still kinda embarrassed is how hopeless obviously I was, and that's everyone knew. She finished with a slight blush. Everyone except that idiot himself, the blonde said, making his face. Maybe that was and is for the best. Okay, but a big smirk grew on Ino's face. So you have your own eyes on anyone else? You know, gossip and the habits of were kicking it again. On the other hand, Hinata, whose eyes were on baby Haru, nonchalant, answered Ino, no, cause Ino's smirk dropped. I see. Then there's anything in particular you like in a guy? Hinata gaze didn't leave Haru, but she answered, well, I've never liked anyone in that way besides Naruto, and he's quite different from wonderful qualities, and he's very handsome, but I can't really think of anything or even how I want my ideal man to look like or act like. Stay silent for a while. I know I ended stupid, but I better than nothing. Exams are right now. Not point of view. We arrived to Sasuke's house a while ago, and I just sat outside stairs waiting for Sasuke, who was inside, come out. I've been looking around a while since Sasuke's family were clan heads. It obviously their house was the biggest and other houses surrounding it. It was amazing but also kind of sad how even though it's been years, the place still looked like very much inhabitants. A bit unkept and very dusty, but livable no less. But it was empty, almost a graveyard of memories for the village, unexpectedly for their remaining Uchiha. I wonder how he could find the heart to stay here all alone. Hey dope, stop daydreaming. I turned around to see Sasuke with a big box in his hands. Before I could ask questions, he sat down and top step besides me and pushed the box between us and opened it. The box was really dusty, but open seems to be sealed really tight. Seeing as he used a kunai to open, he reached inside and pulled out his tiny light blue clothes. He asked, tilted his head. You need clothes for the kid, don't you? He stared more than he questioned. Yeah, I do. I would be suspicious if we went looking for buying clothes ourselves. But are you sure you want to? The blonde trolled off, looking at the Chiha who sighed and turned to him. If you think these are family stuff I'm giving, technically you're wrong, as you must have known where our clan had getting gifts from almost everyone in the clan. So we have extra stuff mom never used but never got rid, or either Sasuke's side or one more time. She stood up, so shut up and take it. Naruto stayed quiet at this, then turned his attention back to the box. Small smile creeped on his face, suddenly turned into the tooth grin directly towards the Uchiha. Smiled, thanks Sasuke. Whatever. I'm back, shouted, slid into the apartment box, still in hand. So I shut the door on my feet. Suddenly came in and stayed, shushed me. I just put Haru down. Oh, sorry. I'm back, I whispered with a chuckle, to which Ino gave me a